welcome to Live from the Laundry Room, where we talk with some of our favorite college professionals, our education partners, and just our really close friends as we check in to see how they're doing during COVID-19, how they're doing at home, social distancing, quarantining. We check on their campus to see how everything's going this semester, and then we talk about the bright spot, the future, and what our future freshmen can look forward to, and we check in and see what kind of new habits they could be doing at home. Today, we welcome our good friend, Miss Sandy Stanfill from the Jackson State Lexington Extension campus. Miss Sandy, tell me, how are things going for you?
Thank you, Jesse, for having me today. Things are going about like everyone else, I guess. Getting used to being at home, trying to find that balance between work and home, and letting the dogs in and out, and they're trying to figure out why I'm here, and they're getting used to me now being here, but I'm adjusting.
That sounds good. Tell us about your campus. If you are working from home, I'm going to make the leap that your campus is closed and you guys are all working from home and students are online. Is that correct?
That is correct. All of our classes have gone online. Quizzes are online. We do have built-in tutoring online. Everything, all campuses, main campus, the centers, all are closed at this point. We will be closed for the rest of this semester, and then we will go from there as things progress.
As I say, I know everybody's kind of week to week on how they're updating and kind of how they're looking at. So you guys know for sure that the campus will be closed in until the end of the semester, and then we'll look at June, July as it comes, I guess, as we kind of get more info from the governor and QBR and stuff.
Yes, we would like to go back at the end of May, but as of now, we just don't know where we stand. We will have all summer classes will be online. We will have no in-class classes at any of the campuses or centers in the summer. Everything will be online.
I got you. And the good news is that Jackson State is no stranger to an online format. That you guys have offered this before. But tell us, have you had any feedback? I know not every teacher and every student was prepared to jump online. In January, we didn't know we were signing up for half a semester of in-class and half a semester online. Have you heard any feedback from any of your Lexington staff, faculty, students on how that transition's been?
Well, it has been an adaptation for everyone. Some of our instructors that have been teaching in the classroom for a very long time were not thrilled with the idea, but they understood that that is our only option at this point in time. And they're adapting, and they've had other faculty that have been teaching online, helping them to navigate it around. So they are adapting. Students, for the most part, they already had some of the D2L, on the JWeb that they were doing parts of their classes. Maybe some of the information was on that, so they were already familiar with that. But what I've heard is it seems like I have to spend a whole lot more time on the class than I did when I was doing it in the classroom. And I've had to explain to them that's the amount of time you would have spent in the classroom. You're having to watch videos, read, do assignments, do quizzes, and those are things that you would have been doing in person. So it's been an adjustment, but so far the majority of our students have gotten online and gone through and are active at this time.
What about those future plans? You kind of touched on this with your June and July situation. You're going to keep those classes online. What about orientation for those future freshmen and orientation registration, getting the classes, what they have to look forward to for the fall?
Okay, well, our current students can go ahead and register now. They should have received an email and have a PIN number with their from their advisor. If they have not, then they need to reach out to their advisor and get that PIN number, but they can go ahead and register for summer and fall now, current students and readmit students. Open registration for the fall will not start until June 1st, and we're hoping at that point in time that we'll have more concrete about how we will go about doing our orientations. So we're looking at different options. We really want to be able to do in person because that has more of a effect on them being able to see the campus, getting to meet the staff and the faculty. So we're hoping, but it's just going to depend on how things go. I would like to give you a few dates that, like our summer session. Basically, the first one, summer session, is June 1st through July 2nd. The second session is July 6th through August the 7th. Those are two, first session and second session. And then if they go full session, of course, it would be June 1st through August the 7th. Our fall semester will start August 24th. Registration for that will not be available to new students until June 1st. But we do want students to go ahead and get their information into admissions so that they can be getting finalized with the process. If they have received anything from financial aid, if they can email it back in, that's great. If they can get it to you and you email it to us, if they don't have access to scan it in. So however they can get it to us, the more they get done, the better off they'll be. But I understand that everybody doesn't have access to scanners and such.
Yeah, we've also been preaching about financial aid, trying to get that in as well. While this is still kind of, we've been telling them how this is not early. This is not because of COVID. This is just the time of year to get in any of those financial aid requirements. So we're also pushing for that as well. Tell us, you've talked to us about current semester, talked about next semester. This is where we kind of dive into a little bit more of the fun parts of the segments. Tell us, is there a piece of advice that you would like to pass on? This could be to your students, this could be to your staff, faculty, this could be to humanity as a whole. Is there anything you want to make known during this COVID-19 response, during quarantining and social distancing? Anything that might help them keep their sanity a little bit?
Well, I want to give you on our website, there are a few places that they're not necessarily hidden, but they don't just jump out at you, but there are resources. If you go under the COVID-19 banner that is at the top, it's got a tools, and you click on that and it has all kinds of emails, phone numbers, places that you can go and get Wi-Fi. If you need food, if you need resources, there are places there under that banner that once you click on that, it says need help, get tools, and you can click on that. Under the registration banner that's in the center where there's a picture, if they will click on that, it gives them another thing. It has questions, and in a little green box, you click on that. It gives you more information about how to contact advisors, completion coaches, things that you might be looking for but not know where to find these things. So they're not exactly hidden, but they're not like jumping out at you. You got to click on a link, but once you get under there, it's a lot of good information.
Wow. So not just things that they could need at Jackson State, but even just some help outside of that, maybe some food, some internet resources. That's fantastic. We've been also telling people that, we're all working from home. A lot of us of the college professional world are working from home, and we're trying to just reassure those students. We're getting messages where they say, hey, like, sorry to bother you. And it's like, no, this is my job, and we're literally, getting paid right now to do this job. Like, this is, what we want to do. A lot of us are very passionate about it, yourself included. So just a reminder we love to pass on too is that this is, while we're filming while I'm filming in this laundry room, even that's why we called it Live from the Laundry Room. This is my office space right now. That every one of these offices and phone numbers and email addresses that you talk about, there are people that are waiting to help you, wanting to help you. So some great resources that you guys have compiled, and that kind of leads us to my favorite parts of the show, and this is where we talk about what you're doing at home. What's quarantine look like? And I'll start because I like to get the ball rolling, get mine out of the way. We've shown some Lego sets before, and that's what I'm going to show right now. Is I want to thank just huge shout out to the Easter Bunny for helping me out, keeping my sanity. He brought some Lego sets for my son and daughter. So this is a Jurassic World one. Owen's on top of a dinosaur. There's a Jeep. This got me about an hour and a half of sanity. So thank you, Easter Bunny. That's what I've got going on at home. Mary Lauren, what do you have to share with us of what's going on at home?
So, you know, the cabinet that everyone has that has all the plasticware without matching lids and matching bowls. Last night I went through that, and if they did not have a matching lid or a matching bowl, it went to the recycling bin. And now I have a very organized Tupperware cabinet.
Wow. I actually forced my mother to do the same thing. And it hurt her a little bit on the inside. I was like, if it doesn't have a lid, or if this lid doesn't have a match, like, we gotta say goodbye to it. I pick up there's like a Rubbermaid set that's like $8 every Black Friday. And I just get a new one of those every Black Friday and just dismiss the old one. Miss Sandy, what about you? What's quarantine look like for you? What are some new habits, new hobbies, and what's something that's kept you busy during this time?
Well, I have also been trying to do some cleaning out, but it seems like when I clean things out, I make a bigger mess before I get through. I'm also getting my camper ready to go to the river. So if it ever stops flooding and the sun comes out, then possibly I might get to go to the river. But yes, just I've been keeping busy. I've been outside in my flower beds. But one thing you did mention, like, yes, we are here. Email me, send me a message. We're all sitting here just waiting for the next person, for the next ding, so we can see who we can help. We have reached out to several students. We took a list of them individually, my staff and I, and called and just like, hey, do you have internet? How are you doing? Are you, everything? And some of them were very, very excited to hear our voice because they were like, thank you for calling me. I really appreciate you checking on me. And so we're here to help. We're here to do what we can. We do have Wi-Fi in the parking lot at Jackson State Lexington Center, so they can go up there if they need internet up there. One of the things I would tell students also is don't procrastinate. Don't wait till the last minute because your email might go down. Ooh. Try to keep caught up, get online every day, check your emails, do what you can and stay ahead instead of playing catch up because it doesn't always work out. Our instructors are being very lenient, but you're at home and you've got a lot of time, you should be able to stay caught up or attempt to stay caught up. So, get online every day and do that. I've been trying to, one of the things is clean out my email box. I'm terrible about not throwing away emails because I might need them. So I've been going through and trying to delete, and it was absolutely ridiculous. I was like, are you kidding me? This is worse than my closet, get rid of some of this stuff. But that's another thing I've been working on cleaning out.
You talk about emails, and I have to name drop here because it's so funny. So I organize mine into folders. So I'm a little bit of a hoarder with emails, just in case I need this every once in a while. So I'll go through my folders at the end of the year, and what I'll do is I'll delete out. I've been with Aries Foundation for a long time, and with Gear Up now for a little while, and I have to go through my emails and kind of clean out what's maybe 3 years old. And do you know in my email box who has their very own folder?
I would say that would be Mr. Mike Meadows.
Mr. Mike Meadows. I call it my Meadow Mail. My Meadow Mail folder had a lot of emails in it, and he's always so helpful with information on how we can help our students. So I save everything because I never know what I'm going to need later. And do you know whose emails now go into Meadow Mail, who I'm so proud of, who actually hangs out on your campus? We wanted to give a shout out to Alex, who is at Jackson State Lexington Center. Some people don't know that we have an AIRS counselor actually at the Lexington Center that hangs out there and just helps Jackson State students. And so Alex now gets full claim to the Meadow Mail folder. It's a little bit less Mike, a little bit more Alex now. So that's my fun email fact of the day.
Yes, I try to talk to Alex about every other day. We communicate through email, but I have to hear her little sweet voice too. So we talk, and I miss her terribly. I've seen her a couple of times. She's came by here, and I've met her in town to pick up stuff. So we are keeping in communication, and she's always asking me, the next step. What do I know? And so I try to email her. So you may be getting forwarded emails that I'm sending to her about anything that I know that's going on, or that we have something concrete.
Absolutely. And we know that concrete's hard to come by right now because everything seems to be changing daily. And that leads me to our last little segment to just say thank you so much for what you do for our students, and thank you for chatting with us and give us an update. If this goes on much longer, we may have to hit you back up for another update. I really hope, though, that we don't. I'm hoping that we are able to see everyone in person, that you're right, that those orientations and everything happen in person, to where we don't have to keep meeting in my laundry room and recording this segment. But thank you so much for taking some time out, rocking your Jackson State shirt, and just giving us that update.
Well, thank you, Jesse and Mary Lauren, for asking me. The AIRS people are like my second family, so I'm glad to see and hear from y'all and see that y'all are doing well. And we're all going to get through this. It's trying times for everyone, but hopefully we'll all be back in our norm before long, whatever norm is.
That's right, whatever this new norm looks like. Well, you have a great rest of the week. We hope your students are doing well and not having to play catch up, but staying ahead. And this is Jesse and Mary Lauren signing off.